Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen Hill for JustMyPicks.com, and I bring you a very special week for a breakdown between the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Denver Broncos. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe right now, YouTube.com/JustMyPicksTV. Now let's get right into the game action. This week, we have two possible Super Bowl contenders on the line. You have the Minnesota Vikings coming in, and Adrian Peterson looks phenomenal. You're just looking at what he's able to do on the ground for the Vikings and make life easier for Teddy Bridgewater. You're looking at Mike Wallace and what he's able to do stretching the field down there, and you have Patterson that does what he does at the wide receiver position also. But when you're looking at the Denver Broncos, you have to look and say there's a lot of concern because this offense is not the offense we've seen the last 3 years. You're looking at just what's been able to be done by Denver and the Broncos with Peyton Manning at the helm for the last couple of years. And you're just saying to yourself, okay, are they going to get this together with Gary Kubiak? Are they going to be able to run the ball effectively? Because C.J. Anderson is not getting the job done. None of their running backs are getting the job done at this point. And you're looking at Peyton Manning have to strain to throw the ball. You're seeing that weakness in his arm. Those things are starting to show up. And they're showing up more than ever. And because he's had the neck surgeries, those things are not able to regenerate as fast. You know, his arm feels dead to him. And, you know, that he can't really have the fingertips to be able to feel the sensation of the ball. So his wide receivers are going to have to step up. Emmanuel Sanders is going to have to step up. All the tight ends are going to be able to have to step up. And also, Demaryius Thomas has to be key. He has to block better. We saw a couple of plays with Emmanuel Sanders last week where Thomas looks like he was just missing blocks. He was doing things, and they still won the football game. But they have to tighten up those plays. They have to tighten up what those plays do in order to run it more cohesive. So those little 5-yard hitches turn into 50-yard gains. Those little screen passes turn into touchdowns and things like that. The Broncos that we're used to seeing. I think that at some point this offensive line has to protect Peyton a little bit. He's getting hit left and right, and you're looking, even though he's not getting sacked, those hits are taking their toll on Peyton Manning. His body is sore. So for this football game, I think that Adrian Peterson is going to put up a big threat against this Denver Bronco defense that has been playing so well, but I think that it's just not going to be enough. Looking just exactly how this Broncos team operates, the defense is now starting to pick up the weight for the offense where they're slacking. We've seen the last couple of weeks to start this season, the Broncos defense has been getting sacks. They've been getting to the pressures on the quarterback, creating interceptions, creating fumbles late in football games to not only lock the game up, but to seal the win for the offense. So I think that Peyton Manning understands he has to play better. He has to game plan better because he's getting older and this may be his last year. He has to go out with a bang. He has to get as far as he possibly can and not be the reason for this team to lose. So I'm picking the Denver Broncos to win this football game. I think they're going to be in the Mile High City. They're going to have the advantage. I think that Peyton Manning will be able to get a couple of scores in early on this Minnesota Vikings defense, and I think that at the end of the day, Adrian Peterson is going to get his, but you can limit the access that everybody else gets to the football. And I think that if you force Adrian Peterson to do it all, he's not going to have enough in the tank to do it because you have too many playmakers on the Denver Bronco defense that are able to stop him at the line of scrimmage and to make him work for every single yard. So all of you Viking fans, all of you Denver Bronco fans, go ahead and leave your comments in the comment section below. Check out JustMyPicks.com for all the breaking news, all the updates, all the hottest debate, videos, and sports talk. Thank you so very much. Please check us out for week 5 next week, and we'll gladly see you next week. Thank you again.